Yeah, to be fair, I did think it was hachoo, like, oh yeah, I gotta sneeze. But apparently, it's hachoo, like what you yell when you kick somebody in the face. Now, we could watch the intro screen, but I have a strong suspicion that the intro is exactly this. Oh, well, okay, there is a scene of a master talking to his pupils, and then two blonde guys raise their hand. Assumedly, this is one of them. Either way, we're in the game, and man, this is some rockin' music. Holy cow. It's the kind of rockin' music that makes me want to just go around and punch some dudes, or throw them off my cloud. Also, why do they have a cloud? Such questions. Well, okay, here I am pondering about the clouds and the bald dudes and whatever, but that's not really what I'm concerned about. What I'm really concerned about is, why is there no jump kick? That is like 90% of my strategy for these sort of beat-em-ups, and yet the game has saw fit to, I don't know, restrain me. I don't know, come on. Also, it is great how there's no dash. Half of his moves seem to be grapples, and like, he just kind of punches and kicks randomly. And yet, if you just toss in a bunch of loud, awesome rockin' music, I don't care at all. Oh, okay, so you can actually change your plane. And just in case you were wondering, do you get infinite life? I mean, come on. It's an arcade game. This is like... This is so slow. This reminds me of some game I played. I forget if it's an arcade game or a flash game or whatever. But it was like Pencilak Salat or something. And it was like this simulation of Indonesian martial arts. And I think it was pretty realistic because you basically moved at like sort of a crawl. And there were like 50,000 moves you could do. Like, I mean, it's like a real life. It's like there's no half quarter circle forward sort of limitation of real life. It's more like anything you can think of and move with your body, you can do it. And here, I don't know what the limits are. I mean, Hadokens don't seem to do anything. Most of your moves seem actually a little bit contextual, because like... Okay, that's a little silly. But like, most of your moves seem to be fairly contextual. Like, when you're up close, then it's like punches. But when you're a little bit further away, then it's like kicks. But it's like when you're too close, then it's like all throws. It's interesting. It's not necessarily fun, but it's interesting. I mean, as a gamer. Ooh, stage 2 cliffside. That was like, what, a minute? Most games try to aim for like you burning a quarter in a minute, but this game, it's like you're gonna burn quarters in like half a minute, but you're gonna play through a whole stage in a minute. It's like, dang. This game takes no prisoners, which is ironic because all the time he's just like capturing people and throwing them like he's taking prisoners himself. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, wow. Apparently second stage is way harder. You can't even get the power-ups anymore. Also, the dudes take like way more cycles to defeat. Okay, whatever gripes I may or may not have had about this game, I forgot them. This game is officially the greatest game of all humankind. All of humanity was leading up to this game. Man, if you thought I liked this game, you should see me play Arabian Fight, where it's like basically entirely that. It's just a bunch of animated stuff and like hitting the screen and all that. It's pretty great. And it's not like a good game either, but I mean, some games you just gotta find your own fun. I don't know what those power-ups do. All I know is decades of gaming experience have taught me, get every power-up, no matter what. If it doesn't kill you, collect it. And even if it does kill you, sometimes it's worth it. Is this guy a boss? Because I can't just like immediately cheese him and throw him into the screen, so that kind of makes me think he's a boss, but also there's only one of them? Oh no, I guess he's a normal-ish enemy. Well, I hesitate to call this guy normal, but... So, is there any sort of... There's no combination or something? Come on, man. Oh, what is this? So you press up and down to scroll through the name entry screen. This is pretty different and weird and strange. I don't know that I like it, but I can live with it. It's not really that much different than like left and right if you think about it, but come on, man. Oh, okay. Well, that's good too. Hey, I like that. So if you jump over where the river's widest, which, to be fair, is already kind of a bad idea in and of itself. Oh, I thought they threw me at the screen, and it's like, well, live by the screen throw, die by the screen throw. But, yeah. I don't know. I guess it's like a lot of things about this game. It's like, that's not necessarily how I would have done it, and I don't necessarily like the way they have done it. But I can live with it. I can go with it. Because especially, like, the contextual button presses, it's like, I mean, to be fair, I would like to do the power move all the time. Okay, now this whole, you have to be to the entire right of the screen. Whoa! That was something I did not need to see, and I read. Is she somebody we're trying to rescue, or is she the stage boss? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whoa, hey now. I mean, I would have said who could have foresaw this coming, but at the same time, I mean, if you saw the intro to the game, you'd realize it's like there was no blue-haired princess you're trying to rescue. This is an incidental woman you meet along the way. It's like, yeah, no, she's clearly an enemy. Man, and what an enemy. The entire first stage, I barely even remember. Well, I don't even think there was a boss. It didn't put up any fight, but this chick is like, she knows my weakness. Of course, now I just found her weakness. Hit stun. Come on, go for it, go for it. It's not cheating if it works. Actually, that's not true at all. In fact, that's almost when it's most cheating. Is that it? Or is there more to this stage? Oh my gosh, my life just decreased. Is it on a timer too, in addition to the... Stage 3, descending. Wow, I haven't seen stages flow this way since like Sonic 2, or Sonic 3, or Sonic Mania. One of those Sonics, maybe all of those Sonics. Can you just jump over the boulder? I guess you can. Here I am moving around like some sort of rube. All I had to do was move in the Y-axis. It's still not easy, but it's kind of working. Okay, that was scripted, just in case you were wondering what you had to do. And this game tells a story. I don't think I necessarily like the story. I can't predict where it's gonna go. And with no jump kick, I am surprisingly helpless against these guys. But man, what a story. Yeah, I realize these guys are... Come on, man. Oh, cool, I didn't die. The game just took pity on you. It's like, dude, you've taken no damage and you jumped straight off a cliff. I gotta say, man. Oh, are the bright white dots HP and then the blue dot is like a timer? Because I was under the assumption that it was all HP. Okay, wow. So in the beginning, like, I could be cute and I could try and like throw these guys, but now it's just like, no man, you've got to take advantage of hit stun. That's your one weapon. Your fists, your feet, you weren't thinking properly. It's all about the hit stun. Got to use the weapons at your disposal. Okay. That is kind of janky though, the fact that you have to move to like the entire right of the screen if you want to advance things. Just because you just know you're gonna get shanked by some sort of enemy by surprise. Although, again, I guess this game doesn't even need to resort to that sort of cheap trick because you can't even approach an enemy normally. What the heck is up with this? What the heck? Okay, so here I am basically trying to ambush this guy, and these guys were like going 50-50 against each other. This is ridiculous. And like all your power moves are like, I think throws, which are like your one-hit KO power moves, but you can't do it because you can't approach the guy. and you approach the guy, and it's like he throws you, and you're like, come on, man, that was my plan. Okay, that was kind of worthwhile for all that struggle, but... Okay, what is this? What is the deal? Does that not count? Really? You have to throw them into the screen if you want the cheap one-hit kill? Come on. I'm getting regular throws, that should count. Well, I guess it's to, like, reward the player for, like, doing things intentionally. I mean, who would play through a beat-em-up and just use instinct and not use human thought at all? I mean, come on, that would be absurd. Nobody would do that. Come back here so my instincts can take care of you. Well, whatever. You get lucky enough times in a row, and you too can beat this game, I think. I mean, the last stage transition made sense, but like, what was this? It was just a quick cut back to the Master Emerald, and then he's just like, stage 4, cave. And it's like, well, I mean, it is inarguably a cave. Let's see if these guys look any different. Nope, just a reskin of the other guys. But these guys are easy to take care of, so I can accept that. Are you invincible when you're doing this, like, overly flashy screen throw? I think you kind of are, but the moment you become invincible, it's a little bit tricky here. Well, this game is kind of weird because, like, yeah, it got a little harder, but it didn't necessarily get harder uniformly. Like, here it is, a brief respite. Oh man, leap of faith. That's my fave. Well, at least I got the power up. Okay, so I didn't like immediately die, I didn't just immediately steal my credit. I don't know if this game is like merciful or bad or whatever. I guess it's hard when it needs to be hard and it's easy when it needs to be easy. So, alright. I'm willing to admit that in this particular instance the game kind of knows a bit better than me. Although I will say, this game's soundtrack has like calmed down a fair amount. I'm like barely even aware of it. Oh. School. Come on, man. Oh, yeah. Well, okay, I'll give the game some credit. Like, whoa, did the game just throw power up at me? I'm suspicious. But I will say, as sketch as it is to, like, run straight into the... Are these guys blind? Because, like, I could just walk right into them. Well, I can't throw them, so, like, you can't just cheap them, but, like... Oh, wow, okay, instant throw when I get close. Nice. Well, I guess we're not seeing their faces up close. But, like, I'll give this game some credit. I mean, as much as you have to walk all the way to the right of the screen to advance the game, like, it very rarely takes advantage of that. Silly lady, you can't fool me. I mean, you barely fooled me the first time, but... I guess we're gonna have to keep on doing this over and over. Come on now. Well, I kind of wanted to throw her at the screen just to see what she looks like, but at the same time, it's not like the game isn't going to give me a whole bunch more chances. Well, that was surprisingly lewd. I was not expecting that. Anyway, back to the game. This game, it really keeps you on your toes just guessing. You have no idea what's going to happen. Like, we threw the one guy at the screen and his eyes, like, popped out of his head. And it's like, you throw the girl at the screen, he gets some cheesecake, and it's like, I don't know what to expect now. It's like that one website or something, it was like 50-50, where you, like, click on a link, and it's like, it tells you, it's like, 50% chance of this, 50% chance of that. And it's like, you have no idea what's coming up. Will it be good? Will it be bad? Who knows? Well, you'll know. I mean, you might wish you didn't know, but you'll know. No takebacks. Wait, is this guy like a fish guy, or like a giant goblin guy, or like maybe a mutated human, or maybe he's like a dragon or something? What is Is he bouncing around? Is he like... Is it like him in a vulnerable state or him in an invulnerable state or... Okay. Was that a boss? Stage 5 ascending. Why did I even bother to descend then? Alright, what do these guys look like? Come at me, come at me. Oh, well, okay, I was gonna say... Their throw looks surprisingly close to... Oh, come on now. But, at least I ended things of my own accord. Come on now. You can't be invincible. You're just the regular bad guys. Okay, I'll take it. I guess the music picked up. What is it, the final stage or something? Come on now, come on now. What are you... Okay, we're going with that. Wait, did he have me in the throw? Was he just like waiting for me? He's like, he got me in a throw and then he like reversed it. Oh, I see. I think they're punishing you if you go for the screen toss, because they're just like, yeah, you can toss us like regular, because that seems to be working. But if you go for the screen toss, then it looks like they just toss you, which, I mean, on one hand is kind of cheap, but on the other hand, the screen toss is pretty cheap too. So it's like, I don't even, yeah. Because I'm not going to say I'm an expert in this game, but I thought at the very least I could semi-consistently do the screen toss, and it does feel like they're not letting you do that anymore. They're just like, you have had your fun with the one-hit instant kill enemies, but it's time is getting serious. We're almost at the final boss. We can't just like let you breeze your way through the final boss. And it's like, no, heaven forbid I breeze my way through a beat 'em up. I mean, geez, I couldn't imagine such a thing. It's funny because the jump is really only good for like repositioning, but at the same time, considering I don't want to be like surrounded by these guys and just wombo comboed, like using the jump actually works relatively well for that purpose. I mean, I would of course prefer a jump kick, but you take what you can get. Nope. Leap of faith. And it's these guys again. What are they, turning invisible? Wait, can I just walk past these guys? Are they just like a fake threat? What? What is up with this? Oh no, okay, screen stopped rolling. I gotta take care of at least some of these guys. I always love it when the video games reward you for working smarter, not harder. Because especially like Ninja Spirit, it's like the absolute best strategy for that game is to just run right. And it's like on one hand, it seems like you're just trivializing this game apropos of nothing, but in that game, you're just playing as like this ninja, and it's like, well, if you think about it, ninjas are kind of sneaky, so you might as well just run past them. Of course, you got this martial artist guy, and I don't know, I feel like his whole deal is fighting. So you're telling me he just takes the cloud up, but it's like he could have just like taken the cloud up and like flown past all these guys. They don't even have any anti-air guns or anything. What the heck? Why did I go down the mountain when I just went up the mountain? What? Why did the game get rid of my insta-kill attack? Because it's not like, oh, nope, we're back. Okay, I guess you can't do it in the cave, but like, these guys, it's like fair game or whatever. I mean, they did throw like 6 of them at me. I mean, if they don't let me insta-kill attack them, then like, we are going to be here all day. Wow. You see, like, you get in the grapple and it's like they basically just wait for you. In fact, I think this entire scene was like almost literally meant for you to do exactly this, like toss them all at the screen and like, I won't say trivialize because there were so many of them, but like basically expedite the fight. Oh my gosh. And then you have to like realize you're in the grappling stance too, otherwise you're just gonna toss them off to the side, which it does damage, it does a fair bit of damage, but it's not that instant kill that you've grown addicted to. Is this like a trick? Can I not? No, I can't move forward. I love that you just jump in and then toss the guy. Oh, and one more. No more. Whoa. I wonder if I can toss these guys. I'm betting you can't, but at the same time, this game It likes to keep you on your toes. I feel like it almost might. Well, because there was all one boss, and yeah, you could toss them at the screen. I want to say it wasn't that easy, but at the same time, it kind of was. Oh man, come on. You know you want to get taken down by my furious fists. Oh wow, wait, was I throwing him, or was he just kind of... Oh no, okay. Just random slowdown. It's an occupational hazard. What can I say? You run everything on a dual-core PC, and eventually one of them's gonna get tired. That's right. I don't... Oh yeah, place your bets. Which of you thought I could actually toss them at the screen? You just won the jackpot. So is the decay of the statue meant to symbolize our forward progress? Because if so, that statue is not quite as decayed as my time spent in the game has led me to expect. Okay, good. These guys are very invincible. And they're numerous and plentiful and annoying and they're popcorny, but whatever. Hey, come a little closer. Oh my gosh, it's just these guys. Forget like getting rid of your quarters or like wearing you down. These things are hurting you where it hurts the most. Your fingers. After a while, it's like you won't be able to play through this game. Oh, what's that? Turn on auto fire while using my collectible Astro City Mini arcade stick. There is no auto fire, unfortunately. So I can't just do that. If I would, I could. Well, also that would make throwing a little harder, I think. As throwing was the way to go with this sort of game. I've tossed like what, one of these guys so far? Oh my gosh, I am. If the decayed statue is any real indication, then like we're what, halfway through the game? That is not entirely enough progress, to be honest. And again, this isn't like normal beat 'em ups. You can't just like completely trivialize it. Like the enemies don't really like to give you hits. The enemies seem very shy about knocking you back. Oh, come on. Alright, that's it. If we're not... Okay, this is another boring stage, kind of like the cave. Although what is kind of strange though is these people do feel like they're the boss now. Which is interesting because previously, well, I guess they were the boss for that one stage, but then in the cave they were just kind of regular enemies, and it's just like I don't get it. Are you bosses? Are you enemies? Does it matter? But also, yeah, it's just like the caves again, where you've got this like dull, repetitive music, and it's like repetitive enemies, and it's just like. I get that you guys only had enough material for like half of the stages you have, but it's like, did you guys ever just consider it's like only make half the game and like don't like just pad it out with these 20 levels? Just have 6 high octane levels. I don't know. Maybe they figured like replay value from beat 'em ups are like a complete joke, which I guess to a certain extent they kind of are because. I mean, when have you ever replayed through a beat 'em up? But at the same time, it's like when have you ever like played through the entirety of a beat 'em up? Not terribly often either, but you play through it every now and then. But you just play this game, and it just keeps on coming. And it's like, come on, game. Like, I know you can be fun. Sometimes you are. But it just over and over, same thing. Is that it? Is that a stage, or is there more? Oh, there's more? Are you serious, game? Are you serious? You win, game. Jeez, you guys should have known that you guys were playing with fire when you had like 20,000 stages. Ooh, I did get 3rd place though. Stage 2. Nice. But now you can see the magical story and the hidden lore behind Hachoo. 1989. It's weird because like it doesn't quite look as good as you would expect from a 1989 game. Oh. It's not going to restart because it knows there's more credits. Well, let's try restarting the hard way. I wonder if you can jump off the cloud. Can you? Well, it's always kind of... This is like the best part of the game anyway. Oh, you can just jump off the cloud. Well, you can't... I don't think you can just straight jump off the cloud because, like, you can't change your up and down axis by jumping. But what you can do is you can just straight up walk off the cloud. And especially when you start right there. It is kind of sad, though, that the first stage is, like, far and away the coolest stage of this game. Anyway, now you get to find the hidden backstory behind this game. And just in case you thought you were like missing something, just in case you thought there was some sort of deep storyline or whatever, maybe even words to motivate your actions. Nope, it's pretty much just this. And I mean, not bad. I'll take it any day of the week, this stage 1. This stage 1 is to die for, quite honestly. But everything else, everything that came afterwards was like notably lesser. Until eventually you get to like stage 6, where it's like it's the second cave. It's not even the cooler cave. And it just, oh wow, this game is taking up all of my processing power. I have to keep this full screen. But yeah, I don't know. I like it if I don't know what to say. I kind of wish this game was like half as long as it was, or maybe I was on the final stage and I just gave up too early. I really don't know, but honestly, after the second wave of just popcorn enemies that are like surprisingly tough to take out, it's like I do not want to find out. One thing I am a little bit curious about is, will it show off other stages? Because maybe it'll accidentally show off the final stage, or maybe it'll actually give you some sort of indication of how... Nope. It's just this first stage over and over. Now, that being said, never before in my life have I wanted a video game to just repeat stage 1 over and over so much as I have with this game, but like... I just cannot get enough of that song. The rest of the game, though, I've gotten more than enough. So on that note, this cat's got a skip. Well, when stage 1 finishes.